I was like having a mini panic attack like every second of my life, but it just felt normal to me. And I would always be like gasping for breath, and I'm like, no, it's fine.
Kristen Garrett, a sophomore at the University of Southern California, is one of many college students struggling with mental health problems.
This literally makes no sense.
The Association for University and College Counseling Center Directors promotes mental health awareness in higher education. Their studies show some of the most common issues students face include anxiety, depression, and relationship problems. For Garrett, it was anxiety.
It made me into like a non-functioning human being. Like I couldn't do things.
And over time turned into depression.
At that point, the depression was like overtaking the anxiety, where I like wanted the anxiety back because that meant I like cared about something.
And for a long time, she didn't know how to handle it.
I was scared and sad, and I didn't like that I was like so sad. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna like go to therapists. I'm gonna like take Lexapro. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to like get better.
Garrett asked for help, but a survey by the National Alliance on Mental Illness found that out of nearly 800 college students dealing with mental health issues, 50% had told someone and 50% had kept it to themselves. Dr. Kelly Greco, a clinical psychologist at USC, says that students need to know they're not alone.
1 in 4 college students, typically encounter a mental illness, and we all know there's a tremendous amount of stress on college students.
Greco says so much can happen in 4 years of college, and students tend to be too hard on themselves.
Even if you don't have a mental illness, even if you're stressed out and you need to talk to somebody, just to get that validation, empathy from another individual is really key.
The Association for University and College Counseling Center Directors also found that 95% of counselors surveyed have all seen a rapid rise in students with significant psychological problems.
But we're not seeing a rise in, staff, or counseling centers are not expanding with the demand. And that's, I think, what we see across the U.S.
Paul Nolan, a grad student at USC, says throughout his college experience, he might have had friends who appeared as if they were okay, but were actually hiding how they really felt.
I think a lot of times we don't want to open up and we don't want to talk about these hard issues because we're afraid what people are going to say. So having those resources are important.
I just don't want people to have to suffer alone or in silence, because once they open up, I've seen how significant that can be.
As for Garrett's experience,
I feel like it's a very integral part of who I am now, like that I've gone through that.
She says getting through it only shows there's nothing in life she, or anyone for that matter, can't overcome. Stassi Omels, Annenberg, TV News.